Hello, this is Lori Michelle with today's message from the Moshiach. God is so easy for me to understand. People baffle me daily. You, all of you, you baffle me. I'm wired in an opposite way from all of you. I'm wired like Hashem. We think alike. It's beautiful. It's so easy. I tell him all the time, Hashem, you're just so easy. I wish all of them, all of you, were as easy. And he says to me, Lori, I'm not easy at all. I said, Hashem, no, I find you delightful and so easy. And he said that you find him, capital H-I-M, very difficult, very scary. And you're supposed to be scared of him. And I find him delightful. There are people out there who will agree with me, and they don't find him scary at all. And he just said, and you're wrong. But at the same time that you're scared of him, he's just so lovable. And you're supposed to love him also. Be frightened of him, but love him. A conundrum for you. For me, he's just so delightful. So I'm here today because he told me I need to post about this right now. Why I find him so easy, and I find you, no matter how much I love you, confounding. I don't think like you. I think in an opposite direction of you. You, whoever you are, no matter who you are, thinks about yourself first. And if you're insulted, that makes me more correct, not less correct. You see yourself as a separate individual from everybody else. It's natural. What I'm saying about you is not nasty. It's just the condition of being incarnate in a body. You're separate. So you got to look out for number one. You got to look out for yourself. It's dog eat dog. And I don't have that inclination at all. And it's very dangerous for me in this world. He protects me all the time. So he wants me to read from a book that I just bought. I rarely buy a book, but I did about a week ago. I went to a bookstore and I bought this book, and he wants me to read a few paragraphs out of this book about Moshe Rabbeinu, something that the rabbis do not know about Moshe Rabbeinu, but you might if you've read my book that Hashem helped me with, the Torah part 2, then you will likely know where I'm heading with all of this. Good for you. You are an early bird and you get the worm. So he wants me to read a few paragraphs about Moshe Rabbeinu. Hang in there. So I went to the bookstore and I read, should I read this paragraph? Okay, he wants me to read 3 paragraphs about Moshe Rabbeinu. Moshe received the Torah from Sinai and transmitted it to Yehoshua, Yehoshua to the elders to the prophets, and the prophets transmitted it to the men of the great assembly. They, the men of the great assembly, said, a few pages later, 3 things. Be deliberate in judgment, develop many disciples, and make offense for the Torah. So this is about Moshe Rabbeinu receiving the Torah and how everyone else was a transmitter of the Torah. Hang in there, 2 more paragraphs and I'll explain. Moshe Rabbeinu's learning was pure and unadulterated acceptance of the written and oral law. There was no questions to be asked. There was no why or how do we know this? as everything he learned was taught directly from the source, Hashem. Everything was crystal clear. With this, we can understand why the Mishnah uses the word kebel, received, concerning Moshe Rabbeinu, as it was he and only he who merited acquiring the Torah fully and unconditionally without any need to further explore and understand what he was taught. And while I was reading that, what you don't know, some of you know because you listen to me and you believe me, he was talking the whole time. I was multitasking, and he wanted me to cut out a paragraph that I was going to read after that. What he wants me to do is get right to the heart of the matter. Moshe Rabbeinu was thought to have merited the receiving of the Torah because he was such a tzaddik. He had such exceptional qualities that he was the only one that merited receiving the Torah directly from Hashem. And he's saying right now that's only partially true. What's missing from this book and all the literature is what I have written about in the Torah part 2, which most people are refusing to read. What's in this book is who Moshe Rabbeinu truly was. Moshe Rabbeinu was the Torah. That's why he understood everything Hashem gave him. The Torah was Moshe Rabbeinu, so the written laws and the oral laws were modeled after himself. What was there to ask? It was very clear, crystal clear. And how could he forget something that he already was? Something that nobody seems to want to know. That he was the Torah, that he was Shekhinah. He wasn't taught by the Shekhinah. Moshe Rabbeinu was the Shekhinah. And he's saying right now, and you don't believe me. And he says, that's correct. But he also saying right now that you will believe me when things get bad enough. And that's what baffles me. Why does it need to get worse? We're heading for the 5th round of coronavirus in Israel. It's not bad enough. Not enough people are dying. Not enough terror. Not enough heartache around the world. What is it that you need to wake up and just engage me? I'm not in this for myself. I'm in this for you. I'm wired completely differently than you. I'm not doing this for money. I'm not doing this for thumbs up and hearts and hugs. Love you lots. I'm in this for pure love. Love that comes from me out to all of you. And I can't love all of you, clearly. Some of you are vile, disgusting, really. I don't even understand how you use your God-given voice to spew such hatred all over the internet and all over the world. That's all I see all over the world is this need to be right, this posturing, my group, my color, my gender, my religious ideal, my ideology. And for what? For who? Who are you doing that for? For yourself. I'm not doing this for myself. I don't even want to do this. I didn't want to post today. And I said to Hashem, who's going to watch this? And he says there are several of you. And God bless you. Keep listening. The ones who are listening to find fault with me, start to question, why are you doing that? Because I'm not looking to find fault with anyone. I'm looking to help you. When I pick up a book and I find missing information, I'm not posturing to tell you, look what I found. No, I'm looking to give to you something that's been missing for generations, and it's time. We need him now. We've always needed him. God bless you. Please wake up. I'm really befuddled and confused by you. I see people all over the world, Ireland, Australia, England, Canada. You click on my website and you do nothing. You think that's going to bring world peace? You're doing nothing. Talk, talk, talk is cheap. Do something. I want to help. I'm not here to put you down. That sounds like a put down to you. So if it sounds like a put down, then maybe it's pushing on a button that needs to be pushed. I would much rather help you than show you the chinks in your armor. He said, that's helping you too. I hope you wake up and understand this is real people. I'm not going anywhere, even though I ask him every day, please find someone else. There's no one else, people. Moshe Rabbeinu was it. The Mashiach ben Yosef. And I'm the follow-up act. I know. You don't believe it now. God willing, you'll wake up and we'll come together, and I don't really care what you think of me. What you think of me is none of my business. I just want world peace for all of you. God bless you.